Hey guys, Sculpt here, and today we are going to make a minion from, that's right, the very first movie, Despicable Me, the good one, the one that everyone fell in love with, and I guarantee you, you have made this face before. That's why this guy is incredibly relatable. So let's take some yellow clay, and then we're gonna condition it, cut it in half, and shape them. The minions have a very simple body form. They're basically a supersized Tic Tac. That's pretty much what they are. I mean, I don't even think these things can die. Well, considering that I've seen most of the movies, I don't think they can die. No one knows what they are? Interesting. So, here we're going to cut out the shape of his mouth, and then we're going to hollow that out. Because what we want to do is we want to fill it with red clay, and we're also going to take pink clay to make his tongue. Also some white clay for his teeth. Yep. So let's scrape that on out, and then we'll have to smooth it out a bit. It's okay if the mouth loses a bit of its shape, we can always fix it later on. So not to worry. Don't make it too deep either, because I mean, your mouth isn't that deep. Neither is the mouth by the minions. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do a thin layer of red clay to show the inside of his mouth. See? Just like that. And then we're going to do his tongue. Just shape it and stick it on in there. Now, I did make that tongue a bit too big. So what I'll end up doing is I'll end up trimming it, probably downsizing it to about half the size. Now we're going to add his teeth, because when he does that, you can see that the minion have teeth. Thankfully they don't have super weird teeth, they just got regular teeth. So that's nice. Alright, here we're going to trim the tongue a bit, or else it would look weird. And now we'll smooth it out since we did trim it. And you'll notice that I've actually done more teeth. But what I ended up doing is I ended up taking out some of his teeth because it looked weird. And then I put him down for a minute and all of a sudden he had eyes and he already had his goggles. No idea how that happened. So now around the mouth you can just do a thin layer of clay. Because I'm pretty sure the minions have lips, right? Looks like they have lips. So here we'll do the black strap. And here's his hair. The hair took a really long time to see. It's a possessed Tic Tac. Ooh, scary. Ooh. Let's go put some clothes on him. Now we're gonna do the clothes. I had originally cut out the shape of his clothes first. And I tried to put it on, but that made the bottom look too out of form. So I ended up cutting a circle out of the blue clay and I attached that to the bottom, and then I did the top part because they're very, very simple clothes. It's just some jeans overalls. So we'll do the front part here and then we'll blend these edges together. Just blend it on together. And this tool that I'm using, it'll just connect the two, and then we'll use a smoother to smooth it out, and that'll make it look nicer. So let's just do that. And on the back side you're going to do the exact same shape that you did for the front. There's no big difference between these. There really isn't. We'll just connect it like so, blend out the edges again. See? Looking good. Let's put that a little bit lower. And great. Now, here we're going to smooth it on out so it doesn't look too weird. He looks like a Tic Tac with clothes and goggles. Kind of funny. And hair. I'm surprised some of them have hair and some of them don't. Minions. Very strange creatures. Very strange. Alright, let's make his little pocket where the Gru symbol is going to go on later. Just take a little piece of blue clay, trim it, and that'll look good. Also, be careful when you're handling sharp knives because you might cut yourself. I'm surprised I haven't cut myself yet. Alright, let's do the straps. And that's just going to be simple blue. So we're going to trim on down, make it a bit narrower. I mean, if you are starting out in clay and you don't know what to make because you're terrified, make this guy. I do recommend making him if you're a beginner. You don't need a lot of clay, and it's very simple. Also, because the minions do have hands, but they only have 3 fingers. They have a thumb and 2 fingers. So honestly, this would be a really great project for a beginner. And you can paint them later on too, if you want. Not a big deal. Alright, let's attach his second strap. Also, if you can hear my cat snoring in the background, I apologize. But he's had a very long day because he finished editing this video. He's my editor. And now he's taking a well-deserved nap. So if you can hear him, I apologize. Anyway, so we're not going to make buttons. We're just going to make the holes where the buttons are. We'll just put in a dab of black paint later on. And now we are going to make his hands. I'm just marking out where... Oh, I don't know what that part of the glove is called. It's just... It's basically for where your wrist is. I don't know if there are specific parts for gloves. Anyway, so we're going to do that. And we're going to mark it a bit more clear. And then we're going to start on the fingers. Look how tiny that hand is. So tiny. Now all that you have to do is you have to roll out 3 of these things. You can just cut this into 3 parts. And then roll those out too. That's the first finger. This is going to be the second one. And then we're going to do the little itty bitty thumb. It's always useful having a thumb. That's why I think the minions are so useful. And we're going to blend down these edges. And then we're going to curl this hand into a fist. Well, it's not a fist. It's a very relaxed fist. They're just curled. And then we're going to do that with the next hand too. Just make sure this thumb doesn't fall off. And voila, we have one hand. Now let's do the opposite. And these are his little arms. We'll just stick that in there. And then stick that one into the other one. Minion hands. And these are going to be the shoes. Voila. Simple. We'll just attach them down here. Go plonk. And plonk. Look at him. He looks so silly. Alright, let's bake them. 25 minutes. And then we're going to let them cool. Because that clay is hot, you will burn yourself. And voila! Freshly baked minion. Look at him. He looks cool. Now, let's paint him, shall we? Look at his face. We have to paint his eyes on. But first we gotta get the color of the goggles right, so let's just do some silver on there really quickly. It's a very shiny silver. I wonder why the minions wear goggles. Was that ever explained in the movie? I want to say no. Although I think the minions without goggles would look really, really weird and terrifying. So, anyway, we're done. We're done. It's everyone's favorite minion. Yeah. I had fun making him, and I hope you enjoyed watching this. I will see you next time. Thank you.